I got you, people, man. Things are not. It's not looking good for America, man. I don't think it ever is gonna get better because I think all these problems, were designed by the last presidency, right? Like 4 years ago, 8 years ago, with Obama, then the Clinton, the Kamala Harris. You know, it's like they actually damage the way of life here in America. Because if they couldn't win, they was gonna destroy America within, right? That's why they influx all these immigrants from all over. They all went to another country and landed there. From there, they was gonna move on through other countries that they could just cross the borders and the Rio Grande, lakes and get in, right? Because they can't get in by planes because they're gonna check passport. But a lot of them do the same thing. Also, they get a passport, they come here in a visa, and they always stay and they disappear. And you don't know where they are, and they've been working and working, all the books and all that. And this is what happens when you have politicians that instead of protecting the country, are fighting a personal battle within themselves, and then they spice each other and destroy the country. And, that's what happens what's happening with the Democrats and Republicans now. They have a personal war within each other and then destroying the American way of life and its people. We got so many people here from other countries that don't respect the American way of life, right? They want to enforce their culture, their ways, and bring their attributes, right? The way of living, the way they conducted themselves in their country. They want to bring it here and do the same thing. They have no respect for the land of America, right? They want to do what they want, and you can't tell them. They want to bring their religious beliefs and force it onto other people. They think just because they bring the religion, you got to respect them, the way they dress or whatever, things like that. No, you got to respect everybody's culture and everybody's way of life and the laws of the land. The laws here in America is for everybody, right? Especially more dominant for citizens of America that have fought blood, sweat, and tears to be in the positions that we at, that these rights are ours eternally and passed down to generations of our families, right? So that's why we are the way we are, and we fight for these rights because we're gonna let anybody take them away from us because we fought for them and our ancestors did the same thing. And that's why we're here, and we give homage to our ancestors. But to let other people from other countries come in and try to claim things that they never fought for, that they never contribute to, is a no-go. That's why, I don't blame when Trump goes out and wants to, eliminate everybody that's not an American or doesn't have the due process that they got into America legally. As you here and illegal, I think the best thing for you is to go, because no matter how you cry and you kick, you stood in illegal, you didn't get into the process, they're gonna take you out. You're just making yourself a fool for crying and screaming when the ICE people come and try to grab you. Face it, you came here illegally and now you're getting detained and you're crying and you're bitching about it. No, be a man or whatever and just leave, calm, and go back to where you come and live your life. If most people come here, they say they don't like America. Why are you here? How come you didn't stay in your country and make it better? But no, you want to come to somebody else's country and do the same thing, or you don't appreciate what we give you. You always complain and you want more. No. Benefits that are in America should stay in America, and that should not be handed out to other people that didn't do legal process to get these things. A lot of people have given families, daughters, uncles, cousins in wars, so there could be backstabbed by our government, by the system, and giving it to people that never had shedded any type of blood, sweat, and tears for this country. And if a foreign person comes to America, he should pledge to the Americans' Constitution that if we ever go to war, themselves, their children, had to pick up arms and go and fight for America. That's it. You know, everybody that comes to America, and they have to pledge allegiance to America. You know, you cannot say you pledge and then you want to say hateful things and you don't disagree with America, saying hate slurs against America and its people, the way of life, the laws of the land. No, you should be automatically deported. That's it. You cannot get these rights without doing anything, without contributing anything, without creating jobs for the people. You come here, you have to come here offering something that you could do, not come here and within a week that you can sustain yourself going to social service and ask for help. No, the rule is that you cannot sustain yourself in a foreign country. You're no longer welcome. You need to go return back to your country and figure out how to survive, what you're going to do, and things like that. You know, you have to bring something of your country that's going to value America. If not, stay back home. And with that, people, I'll let you go when you think about that.